I found recently this Olympus camera in a thrift store, and I got it for 10 euros, which is very cheap. So no reason not to buy it. It's a point and shoot camera for the 90s called the Olympus Superzoom 120. It uses two CAR123 3-volt batteries, lithium batteries that go inside here, and it's an interesting camera because I don't know if you know the Olympus Mju, which is a very had become a very cultish camera and is, in my opinion, a bit overpriced. This is a very similar camera in my opinion because it's also weatherproof. It's also in Olympus, good lenses, good zoom, and of course I might have some things to say about the zoom later. The first thing I wanted to show you is as to how to start it on, because I looked for it and it was on written here, so I pressed and nothing happened. So the first thing you have to understand is how to put that camera on. You just have to push that here, right? I show you. So it's the flash that goes in front like that, and it opened the lens. So first thing, it's a weatherproof camera. It's well protected. When it's off, it's closed, so that's quite nice. And an interesting feature about that are the modes. And one thing I like a lot is you have got two buttons, one for flash mode and one for photographic mode. And when it starts, I hope you can see, it's dark in auto mode, and if you press once, it becomes auto S, which is for reducing the red eyes. It sends a succession of small flash before starting the photo and the actual flash. The best mode I like is that one, off. So for me that's very important to be able to put the flash off, because a lot of those point and shoot camera have an automatic flash, or if you want to remove it, it's a bit of a pain. So this is very good. And the last good flash mode is the fill-in. So fill-in is very useful when you, for example, outside, a bright day, and you take a photo of somebody that has a bit of a shade on the face, and you just want to have those shades gone away. So you force the flash fill-in, and it doesn't burn the photo you take. But it's very useful outside, so it's a good option. I like to have the fill-in and the off position in those flash modes. Now for the photographic mode, you got four. The first one is a spot metering. So you have to have the focus on the center of the camera. Then you can compose by pressing halfway that button and recomposing. Otherwise, I think it's in multi-zone because it says multi-AF, so I think it's a multi-zone by default. So you can select the spot mode. Then you've got a portrait mode, which I think takes into account, tries to make the bigger aperture possible with a lighting condition to have the most blurry background for portraits. The next mode is night mode. So this selects the maximum possible speed in low light condition. And the next is a continuous mode. So it allows you to have multiple, when you keep pressing the button, it keeps shooting. Okay. And next mode is landscape. So it puts the camera to infinity, which is nice. Now, next button is that one. So I go back to that auto, which is the button that has two meaning. If you press now, it's a delayed photograph, so it allows you to put that on a tripod and go with your friends and have yourself photograph with it. or if you got the remote, which I don't have, you can connect the remote on it and you just press it to remove that mode again. Now the zoom, what it's called the super zoom, is you have the possibility to go from 35mm, which is here, to 120, which is maximum position. So it's like a super zoom. I would advise not to use the zoom too much, because the lens has better result in 35mm than in 120. So the less you use the zoom, the more you are confident with your photos, because with the zoom it's can be more sensitive to vibration and you get some shaky photos. So I would advise not to use it too much, but it's good to have it sometimes. And the last good thing is for people having glasses like me, you can select, you can adapt that viewer to your view. So say you've got some, either you're short-sighted or long-sighted, then you can select it and look inside. So there's a little correction here, and it's a good feature. I mean, for the camera, it's quite nice. So for the price, I mean, if you want to start film photography, you don't want to invest too much, and you want still to have a nice handy camera to carry, not too big, and good results. It's good to take some basic photo with friends, party photos, things like that. I think it's nice to have. Of course, you won't be able to do photos like with a reflex, much less controls, and you don't look through the lens, so it's not like that. But integrated flash, you got the good options with the flash. Olympus makes some good cameras, and for the price, I mean, I'm sure it makes as decent photos as the Mju, but with a more attractive price, I think. I mean, 10 euros. I'm sure you can find it more expensive than that, and I was a bit lucky, but still, Mjus are a bit overpriced, and it's an Olympus. It's good camera. So, well, I didn't take any photos with it yet. Maybe I will in the future and show you, but I just wanted to share that little camera I just recently bought, and I will have opportunity to try that and show you. Thank you. Bye bye.